It's like bouncy. Like it's shaking, like the camera. That'll do.
Shalom Yesharala. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim. Let's preach the word in all truth and sincerity. We the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy America's downfall, which America, according to the Holy Bible, is Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, which will be destroyed according to biblical prophecy. We're here to fish for the elected Israel of our people. Our people are these so-called Negroes, Latino and Americans, which we are the true Israel of the Israelites, like the Bible speaks of. We're also here to give warning of the future downfall of this place. Jacob Trouble, what has been seeing all this week, Donald Trump is releasing, certain states, on off the capital of America, DC. We also have it in Ocean. We also have it in, they just added 3 more states. This is Ohio, Chicago? Yeah, Chicago. But other than that, still with the inflation going on, people, the Love of Many Waxing Cold, you have a lot of crime, a lot of looting amongst the YNs.
You got that EBT and SNAP getting cut from $4,000 a month to 50 cents.
Right.
They do drastic cuts on on the SNAP EBT,
and a lot of people depend on it.
So a lot of families.
Esau, the scriptures speak about that he takes peace from the earth. So when he takes people's, assistance that they depend on, that will cause the uproar, which will lead to protesting, which will lead to them ultimately fighting against the government. This is where Esau lost. We're not ignorant of state devices. We know the elites wants to crash this economy. And they want to usher in a new monetary system, which will be a cashless society, ruled by the MOTP technology, mechanical technology. But it's a child lesson.
Thy right hand shall save.
Thy right hand shall save. This is Yahweh.
Yeah, I just got he's deployed them to Washington, D.C., sending additional forces from several Republican-led states. West Virginia is sending 300 to 400, South Carolina that's committed to 200 personnel, and Ohio is sending roughly 150 troops. And they were saying how these troops, they're going to have weapons on them.
Because they want to crack down on the homelessness and the crime within these cities. When they talk about crime, Jake is the center of that. Because, you want to say something, bro?
I was just going to say that Trump also acquired a major budget so they can do that with impunity. Meaning they're going to be getting away with a lot of atrocities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You got a fat lawyer budget, lawyered up budget. You know what I'm saying?
So we see that Esau shopping in the store, man.
Yeah,
and that's
purpose.
good, man, because like we've been saying, Lord, he stands on us. To lead to more chaos and more uprising, more resistance against from Jacob. Because prophecy says in Genesis that who shall rouse them up? The Lord will rouse up the Judites with these Edomites, man, going against you. We don't got much longer, we know we're near because things are speeding up, man. Every other day it's like
Sunday.
Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, jam days, brothers go out.
Man.
Those weeks are going by fast, man, because Yahweh Shai said he was going to search
Short
the
days
days
for the
for
sake of the elect. Yeah.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them."
And the heavens, who are the heavens? The heavens are the holy apostles and prophets, because, you know, Lord, when we are of that number, we're supposed to be rejoicing because the prophecies are coming to pass. You know?
Plus, Yahweh said, heaven is within you. So that's how we know we are.
It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time."
Right. And we see that with Esau deploying the National Guard to these states. Starting with DC. You know? So, by him doing that, man, that's raging war on you tribe. Because, like we've been saying, you know, the Apostle of Great Millstone started with the Northern Kingdom. Deportations, the ICE, deporting them to different countries and stuff. But now it's on the Southern Kingdom. Now you were just saying this ain't our fight with the Northern Kingdom. But now the Lord, like Eliyahu Mama said, now the Lord is bringing you into a fight. You know? So, and Jake has no cloak for this year. If you can't play the victim and do all this wickedness at the same time. Now you know the truth. Now you know the truth has reached out for for years, man. You know?
So, Jeremiah 30:7, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it."
Yeah, so Jacob's trouble, which represents hell for your Israelites, man. Which in a nutshell, people of Sirach. In a nutshell, this is what's going to happen in Jacob's trouble. You know? Because why the Lord is bringing Jacob's trouble? Because our people because Jake has to pay for their transgressions. And ultimately it's for the downfall of Esau.
For a scourge of amendment. Scourge for amendment.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 9. "Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood."
Yeah, so the part of plagues that's going to take place in Jacob's trouble in a nutshell. That the Lord's going to bring. You know? See, people don't realize that Esau, even the so-called white man, is the Lord's whooping stick.
The sword.
Okay.
People don't know that it's the reason why Esau was blessed with the sword. All, due to prophecy, of course, of him inheriting a kingdom. That's how he received this kingdom through a lot of bloodshed on the land. A lot of the so-called Native Americans, Latinos, your Israelites. You know, but also the Lord created the sword, Esau, to bring judgment upon our people as well.
Yeah, this is Psalm 17, verse 13. "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down."
You're talking about the Edomites. Because they've been ruling for a very long time, man. You know? They had 3 times to rule. And that one rule, they didn't do right. You know, they ruled during the Greeks, which is the first kingdom. You know, Rome, and now America. So America is a reincarnation of Rome.
Rome 2.0.
It says, "Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword."
Yeah, so the wicked that comes to the Bible is Esau, Malachi 1:4. So we want the Lord to deliver us from this man. So this man is unreasonable. He's a bloodshedder. Scripture speak about his blood is nothing to Esau.
Nothing.
You know? And when we know on how much technology Esau has, we will need protection from on high, man. Divine intervention. You know?
And he's the thief.
Right.
The thief comes not but to kill, steal, and destroy. So we want to get away from that.
Right. Because we're not saying, the Lord gonna try us too. We're not saying, just because we have this knowledge don't mean we're gonna get through it easy. We're not saying that. Because the Lord gonna test our metal too.
Everybody.
But what we're saying is we have hope that if we keep doing what we're doing persistently, diligently, every week, doing our videos and being brotherly, then we have a chance at salvation. You know,
Great chance.
a great chance.
This is 2 Esdras 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right, so that's what we're doing. You know, getting on with our apostle Hillsbury Mills. You know, we speak the words of prophecy to our people, the Israelites. You know, and the Lord is channeling His Spirit through us, you know, to bring this message out.
And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Right, so hence why we had the Bible. They are faithful and true, meaning every word, every prophecy is going to come to pass. Because the scriptures say that the Lord's word doesn't go out void.
Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Yeah, so imaginations, the thoughts, the wicked thoughts, the unbelief, which is incredulity, we can't let them people throw us off course. Because really, it's also the prophecy that they will be unbelievers. So they're fulfilling prophecy without even knowing.
They don't even know it.
So
They don't even know it.
so those are scoffers, man. You know, that try to discredit our message every point, which is the message of prophecy. Oh, you guys been out for years, nothing happened yet. But yeah, the Lord's speeding up things right now. Hurricanes, you know, hurricane in the Caribbean Sea,
Earthquakes, bro.
earthquakes in diverse places. Man. These things, all these things are happening all at the same time, simultaneously. You know?
It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Yeah, so that's the reward of an unbeliever. It's death. You know?
It says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Yeah. And the Lord's bringing it to Esau. Because he's taking peace from the earth. You know, like you were saying, doing all these psychological operations on people to cause a reaction, to see how people are going to react. You know, if it's a catastrophic event. You know?
Yeah, the tariffs.
Yeah,
Like, bro, just bring it, bro.
Tariffs.
You know, the tariffs. Oh, prices going up. Yeah, we see prices going up. But bring them motherfuckers sky high, man.
Right. You know, have a gallon of water be $100.
But they are doing those National Guard troops with some, call that gradualism.
Yeah.
So they sneaking them in like it's Washington, D.C., like, you know, like, you know, we're just gonna do this. But you know they're getting ready to go door to door with that.
Yeah.
You know they are, and I hope they hurry up.
Verse 6, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, that's worship culture. And you can just see that every day on social media. The skits, like you already said, the workplace, adultery. That'd be skits, but that'd be happening, man.
Yeah.
The woman, she's married and she has a husband at home and kids. But meanwhile, she has a work husband where she's popping every day.
I'm working late tonight, honey.
I can't.
Meanwhile, they've been in the hotel, you know.
There was a video, one of those skit videos. The guy rolls up at her job to bring, surprise her with lunch and flowers and all this shit. And they're like, oh,
It's your boyfriend.
such and such here and such here. Nah, she called off today. That's why the Lord is judging a lot of these jobs. All these jobs that experiencing mass layoffs and furloughs and whole departments is getting laid off.
30,000 broads laid off one side.
Hey,
Wow.
You look at
probably some of the brawls. Because them be the main ones that be proud. That they work corporate jobs.
Corporate,
How
that's
they
the
look and
term.
stuff.
Corporate, Corporate.
2 Ezra 15, verse 7. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Right, and who is the Lord's son? The prophets. You know, the Lord's now holding his tongue of the tongue, his tongue no more, man, because now he has the prophets to come out and bring the message of prophecy. You know?
Which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Yeah, so, you know, the Lord is going to be a point in time when the Lord is going to have enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know? Because, hey, you only get a limited time to do wickedness in life. It's even in grace period within that, within wickedness.
Look, even Esau,
You only do it for so long.
it's like even Esau, the most wicked, got bounds that he can't go past. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And he can't chip all.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a bounds.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just like in Noah, the Lord, you know, it was wickedness all over the earth. You know, the Lord said, you know, I repent, basically making, you know, creation, because it was all wicked except for, you know, Noah. You know? So we're living in those times again, but it's worse than these times.
Man.
Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Right? That's talking about the elect of Israel. That's in the faith, but also those that died and, you know, they finished their course and they back in the spiritual realm, because they, what we're doing, we sign and crying, they're doing that in the heavens too. You know? Because they want a righteous kingdom too.
Yeah.
You know?
And the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet.
Right.
So, that same spirit.
It says, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to avenge us of all our adversaries. All these scoffers, gainsayers, all the women that brothers, all the women that brothers went through hell with, put them on child support, being demons to brothers, committing adultery with brothers. The Lord's going to avenge all that. You know?
And we see the beginning phases of that. See, before it just be all out blood in the streets through the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we're going to see people's lives changing. You know, we're going to see people seeing that this world is transitioning to a different meaning. It's not what it used to be. And we've been saying it for years, ever since Vermont. The Lord is going to hit Jake in his pockets. Been saying that for years through the Spirit. Ultimately, our elders and apostles men say it. But we seeing that in this society, things have become so expensive. Babylon culture is changing. You know, dating culture is changing. The way you make money is changing. You know, things is changing. What you've been able to live and do 10 years ago, it's a thing of the past, man. 401ks, you're buying houses, you know, all these different investments. This shit is changing up, man.
And turn into apps and shit. Uber and DoorDash and shit.
You can't have one stable income.
Man.
If you're making minimum wage. You know? And if you do own a house, they can just take it right away if you own a water bill. So it was a real Jake saying the car. His house, he paid off his house, and it was worth over $800,000. But he had a water bill that he owed for $5,000. He didn't pay it, and they took his house. You know?
Yeah, because you don't own nothing. When you buying all this property and shit like that, you sign them contracts and all that paperwork. That paperwork is this fucking thick. You excited to get the keys, man. Sign here, initial here. Bro, that contract, that oath talks about all that stuff. If somebody sues you, they can take your house. Do you agree? Yep. Hey, Esau know when it's time to sign them papers, get the keys. You're not gonna go over it with your lawyer real quick. Here, let me take a week to go over this 200-page, contract.
They do though, but yeah,
You know, people
you
are
not.
most-
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like with a car too. You may not have a car for years. You just so excited to get that car, but not knowing that car note and interest rates.
Yeah.
Car note will be, $1,500
Yep.
plus insurance.
Man.
Yep. And it's gonna come a month where your car insurance, your car note, you're gonna need new tires that month. You're gonna need the brakes done, the oil change. You're gonna need some type of major work. You're gonna be like, man, fuck this car, man. You know?
Yeah, it's best to buy a solid car from off the streets. Yeah, it's a hassle. You got to constantly look on the app and the offer up.
Yeah.
You got a Facebook, marketplace. That's very good.
Yeah, especially like if you own your car and you do the app-based jobs, then it makes sense because you ain't got to worry about I got to set aside $500 for this car, you know. But if you own a car, you do the app-based jobs, then you just gas and maintenance, and you're not maintenance in the car every month. It makes sense, But if you can buy the car. Buy the car, take a couple of months and go without or whatever, and buy the car, man.
You don't want to owe nothing to Esau's land.
Yeah. Because you had one bad month or something like that,
Goodbye.
or that 1 month you ain't able to cover that car note, man, they come in and snatch that fucking car, bro.
Repo. Big business.
No matter where you at, no matter how you parked it, I'll put the emergency brake up,
Yeah.
turn the wheels into the curb,
Man.
I unplug the battery so the GPS they come in to find that motherfucking car.
Yeah.
They'll even tell you if you're doing deliveries.
Yeah.
They don't care. They bold too.
Bro, man, you can have your baby car seat in the back.
Heartless, bro.
These repo guys only get $200 a car.
That's a business. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a business. Competitive business, so that's why only two, they ain't getting the two. You know what I'm saying?
And we seen the spirit of the repo man that one time. They was
Oh yeah, they were going. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, they'll tow your shit fast, bro. Second Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, so our people are led as a flock to the slaughter, man. I mean, they just work here, pay bills, set up to die. No future.
They just giving into the hands of Esau, bro.
Yeah.
They wander after the beast. They worship all this shit Esau and set up in the society. The holidays, the black culture, the Mexican culture, the Native American culture, the bread and circus, all this bullshit that they use as a distraction,
Man.
they just give themselves to it. The religions.
The truth of the scriptures is the only real hope that Jake got, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. There's
The
nothing else.
right way is not our way. That's why it's not possible. See, when we fully commit to Yahweh side, everything is possible. In due season. Because the Lord is our God.
I can attest, man.
And you see people that have lived the correct way, the American way, they, like you just said, celebrating the holidays, got a great job, a nice car, apartment, and they still end up short,
Man.
Yep, and people are waking up to that. That's why they're saying that this isn't living. And they're packing their shit up and moving to another country.
TikTok is full of the people you just described. They say they do this, and they still ain't.
Went to
That's
college.
that's what they all say on TikTok. Every last one of them brands got the same.
And then you pass by one of these universities, it's still dumbass people walking to them colleges.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh definitely.
But all this information, but they just trying to satisfy their family. You know?
Well,
I mean, if you go into a trade school, you're picking up plumbing, electrical,
right,
automotive,
hands,
you know, something like that.
work related,
Yeah, construction,
But
something
those
like
are-
that. Yeah, because that's something that's gonna stick with you all your life. You got a stupid ass bachelor's degree, you're a fucking fool, man. You ain't getting no type of job. You ain't getting nothing. You gonna disappoint your family. You gonna disappoint yourself.
That's weird.
Yeah. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Because they pride themselves on that, bro.
Yeah.
Education. Because they said they brought a report out saying that the black woman excels in getting all these degrees, but really it's them. Moab, Ammon.
Yeah.
Moab and Ammon them,
Yeah.
bro, they love getting them degrees, man.
I'm gonna give you one more too. Elon Broad.
yeah.
They all up in the government offices and in the doctor's offices everywhere. Top divisions. You know what I'm
Barely
saying?
speak English.
Barely speak English.
Barely understand what you're
Long
saying.
ass fucked up ass name.
But somehow,
right there.
but somehow they're able to take these exams and pass them.
See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Crazy.
I just don't understand that, bro.
Crazy.
Call customer service.
Yeah.
You talking to one of them, right?
Yeah.
And plus, the wisdom of this world is foolishness. That's another reason why they excel in this. See what I'm saying? Jake could do it, you don't gravitate to it.
Yeah.
And you gotta actually have some real incentive to keep him, you know, enthralled. He's not gonna be excited about doing any of that bullshit.
Right.
Because it ain't historically, you know, his shit. You know what I'm saying? It's they shit.
Yeah, I like when women wear those type of dresses. Second Edges 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land area.
Yeah. So, just as the Lord brought plagues upon ancient Egypt, the Lord gonna do that with the new Egypt, with America. You know, with the Yahweh Shai said it best, the earthquakes in diverse places, the pestilences, which now is the pestilence right now amongst the rabbits. The tentacles, the tentacles coming out of rabbits.
Oh yeah, I
faces.
seen that. I understand. I seen that on the Facebook, one of the Facebook shorts. I just looked at it real quick. What's that? Would you say that's it up?
It's like a rabbit, like tentacles coming out their face, the rabbits.
That got something to do with that GMO in the ground, bro.
These motherfuckers that eat rabbits too.
Yeah, it is. Rabbits do, home.
And it looked like some, it looked like
Crazy,
we
yeah.
sharpened the clickers off the last one. Fungus comes out of the face and stuff.
Nasty shit.
So who knows? That's probably a test on Esau.
Yeah.
Because we know Esau likes to test on animals. Before
Yep.
he do it on people.
Yep.
You can very well see that type of stuff.
Diligent search.
Imagine seeing that on a person. That would be crazy.
He got all kinds of atrocious shit out there, man. You know, they got it all on social media. They got the little glimpses of the shit. You know, the weird shit. You know, they done mix a dog with a human and face all crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. They got shit like that. I got a few photographs. I'll see if I can put them together. Little short films.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Yeah, so the Lord is going to destroy this place with these different plagues or these prophecies that come to pass. Whether it's the famine, whether it's the teeth of wild beasts, whether it's the love of many waxing cold, Esau Edom coming down with great wrath, smiting it economically. You know, because in ancient Egypt, when the Lord was sending those plagues, those 10 plagues, it was number one, affecting the gods that they worship. And number two, it was affecting their livelihood. You know, the cattle,
Locusts,
you had the
ate up
brain
everything.
disease, you had the flies, you had the frogs, you had these different weather catastrophes,
Darkness.
strange weather
That
catastrophes.
thick ass darkness.
Hell, darkness,
Apparitions up in there.
apparitions of demons.
Affecting people's skin, the
Yeah.
lice.
Yeah, boils and shit.
So-
boils.
Yep. So when the Lord turns that up, it's gonna affect this place, man. Like we always say, the casual walks on Sundays and the casual jogs that you see these people doing, and Let's get the coffee. Let's go to
Yeah.
church, and then there's a cool little coffee shop down the street. Bro, the Lord is gonna do away with all that.
All of that.
I'm gonna say, that's why the Pharaoh's men, they're like, don't you know that Egypt is destroyed?
Yeah.
You know,
He still had that pride on
still
him.
got that pride. And Esau got that pride in them.
You know?
Yeah.
Refuse to let Israelites go. Let's go.
They inward thoughts, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Esau see that these people are destroyed.
Destroyed.
Between the TV and the iPhone, bro, these motherfuckers are screwed, bro. You know? And he still want more.
Yeah.
I know they destroyed, but let's put chips in.
Yeah.
You know?
I just can't see us living like that.
Nah.
The chip in you, like, fuck it.
It's better to just choose death.
Yeah, I would give it.
Yeah.
That's that wiser than Daniel shit. They want to be right there when that transaction took place.
Yeah.
They want this shit to pop
Yeah.
up somewhere. You know
It's working. Our plans are working.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Madness.
that shit is ridiculous, man.
Madness, bro.
Yeah, all this technology is gonna destroy these people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
And then bow down to Nebuchadnezzar's image. They're like, hey, if you feel it, so be it, but we want you to know that we didn't worship your God.
Yeah, we're never gonna worship your God.
Yeah.
They had integrity. And Yahweh Shai delivered them from that fiery furnace.
Second Esdras 15, verse 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, and their seed shall fail through the blasting of hell, and with fearful constellation. They're the farmers. You know, you got all these major corporations buying up these farmlands, and they're putting GMO seeds into the land. All right, and all these different crops. And it's just furthering polluting the people. You may think you eating good quality food, it's still bullshit food, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if you eating good quality food, you know, you're not supposed to be hungry like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's countless articles coming out on how it's this plague on this plague on that. Food recalls. Then you go to Sprouts or you go to Farmers Market. You go to different
Whole
places,
Foods
Whole
and shit.
Foods and shit like that. Thinking you getting the good shit. You're not getting the good shit, bro.
That's what Apostle said last weekend. He
Yeah.
said yesterday, right? He said, yeah, you go to Whole Foods, it's defiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's just as a foul that food for this.
yeah, he said we see it out here.
It's the same corporations that
Yeah.
it's the same corporations that run
He said
it.
your air's defiled.
Yeah, you know?
Your water's defiled. You know, the earth's defiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now they putting 3D meat. They sell it in the stores.
They sell it in the stores.
So be careful.
It got to be labeled, right? Yeah, make sure that they read the labels. bro.
Yeah, it was a person. She was pulling the meat apart easy.
Yeah.
Meat is tough.
Meat is real, not
Yeah.
made in, in the laboratory. Like,
These the beef, the steak, the beef,
different.
and chicken.
That's
man,
why
this
you
world.
just pray over your food, man.
Playing with your life.
Like we always say, you eat the best of the worst, because you know you throwing back Hawaiian Punch, Dr. Pepper. You
Man.
deserve to get whatever
Whatever they got in there for
Yeah,
you.
you deserve that shit, bro. You know. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, so death and destruction to these people. That's outside the truth, man. Because there's gonna be a point in time when these civilians, American civilians, they're gonna war against the government. A lot of the Edomites want to do it already.
Yep.
And look,
They just had, they just had that one instance in, I think, Cincinnati, where they had what they call the Cincinnati Brawl, where it's like a mixed situation. Like, you're looking at it and you can see what happened, right? Jake, of course, is overpowering. Jake is Michael 5 and 8, you know what I'm saying? None can deliver, right? So, but they making it, you know, That's why Trump is doing what he's doing in D.C. He called himself going to take all the crime out of it. So all you need is more instances like that, which I think was a setup, or you know what I'm saying? Because we got a lot of paid provocateurs out there, actually creating this world stage, psyop that we're going through. You know what I'm saying? And that's all they need is a few more instances where we got Edomites or some other nation even getting slammed, that's getting stomped out in in public forum like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it may just be a test run.
That's all it is, man. These are psyops, bro.
It's psyops to see how. It's basically like a practice simulation to see how where areas they're strong at and what areas they're weak at. So they're able to
collecting
this
data.
time we're gonna do it this way.
Collecting data.
And we got they're using ChatGPT to really like perfect their mission. They're using ChatGPT, different AI models. That Palantir. They're using all that shit.
Not ChatGPT, that shit, like Pastor said, if you like accurate, 95% accurate.
But a lot of people doing videos on how they prove that it could be, they just asked it, can it be controlled by, satanic forces to make untrue answers come out. You know what I'm saying? And it said yes, it can. It just admitted it. Yes, I can. I mean, I can be influenced. You know what I'm saying? To give desired results. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you got all these people feeding them with information, thoughts and ideas. You have some people. See, we use it. We don't abuse it. We use it like we search up information to pretty much back up what we already know. And we say, oh yeah, even ChatGPT resume. But then you have some people that use this ChatGPT as a therapist. Hey, I'm dealing with psychological problems.
And talk to it.
And they just feed me. Yeah. I'm this age. I'm this height. I live in this area and I deal with this and I use these meds and I went to school when this happened and I was SA when I was young. And they just feed it with all this
feeding the machine, bro.
They talk to it like how they would do a
therapist. Like a therapist, bro.
Yeah, because that could, by you, like you said, talking to it like a therapist, that would like destroy like your social cues, stuff like that. Like writing a resume or something.
Yeah.
If you have ChatGPT or writing a resume, you won't never have to worry about thinking about the words you got to pick. To make the resume sound, convincing and articulate.
Well, that's why it's taking jobs, because what your boss would normally come to your cubicle and ask you, they just type that shit up on it and it does it quick,
It's
crazy.
Second Esdras 15. I'm gonna start at 15 again. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand. There's gonna come a time where Esau's agenda is gonna cause people to be, and that's the spirit. Look, you got this. It's gonna be people outside just like that with weapons in their hands. A lot of these people is being lied to, who have felt that they were lied to with the Trump administration and his campaign policy. Talking about. Yeah, the eggs came down, but all other food products is up and still at the same price. War ain't stopped. Trump said as soon as he get in office, war was going. War is still intensifying. You had Trump and Vladimir Putin had their meeting on Friday, and it was to no avail.
They couldn't find a conclusion.
Yeah, they couldn't find a conclusion on the war in Ukraine. And they don't know what's any updates about Israel and Iran. It's just quiet.
It's quiet now. It's quiet.
But
it's quiet. Israel probably, because what Israel does, it sits there and holds back and then acts like it was offended and then it lets off, booyaka.
downstairs. It got all these gates and locks. You know, security guards walking around the perimeter of her building. You don't need no man. You know, but it's gonna come a time, man. Hey, the Lord ain't lying. The Lord said the women. But it says because they have a reproach. See, seven women ain't taking hold of one man right now. You're not having flocks of women coming to you right now because there's no reproach here.
No.
You know? It didn't say these women was gonna grab hold to one man because you a prophet and you teach and preach.
Yeah.
It says 7 women shall take hold of one man and say that I will wear my own clothes
and get my own food.
Only let us be called by thy name
Yep.
to take away our reproach.
Yep.
So until a reproach come, Jacob's trouble, these women ain't gonna be coming like that. You know, they got the little ideas of so-called big polygamy, which is the term Esau made up. We just had wives, man.
You gotta play their games and stuff. You gotta act serious. You ain't gonna be able to do none of that in Jacob's trouble. They're gonna be the ones talking first and initiating the conversation first.
Yeah, because their life is gonna be on the line.
Yep.
You know, excuse me. You know, they're gonna be have to come with gifts and all that shit, bro.
Yeah, just like we come with gifts now for them. They want all these requirements from us. You know, you gotta be 6 feet tall.
Yep.
You gotta have you gotta make 6 figures.
At least.
You gotta work over here. You gotta dry this. You gotta dry that. You gotta be able to take me over here. You gotta, man, fuck all that.
So you woman, you gotta have prerequisite requirements for us. You know, because a lot of you gonna be getting rejected anyways.
Because the Lord gonna have us on the level. Let me get something real quick.
And in the world, they're going to be used as bartering tools.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So,
property.
They're going to be straight property.
I sell you her for a can.
A loaf of bread, yo.
Yep. And these evil wicked niggas is going to be doing that shit, bro.
Yup.
Just like that one pimp we seen. People like that. I ain't never seen a dude look at me like that before, man. Well, years ago, I seen he was driving on Pick Road and seen his pimp. The way he looked at us, bro, it was just like hatred. I ain't never seen a nigga look at me like that before. But niggas like that, they gonna be using these, if he's still alive, they gonna be using bras like that. You know, instead of good thing.
Isaiah 32:1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment.
Right. The king is our Lord Yahweh Shah. Princes represents the elect. 144,000. Which is the governor of
And the man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
This is talking about the man and the Lord. Wind represents destruction, destroying them. Tempest represents like a hurricane.
Yeah.
You know?
As rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
So in other words, the man of the Lord is going to be highly valuable. Because rivers in a dry land, rivers of water in a dry land, that's valuable. You see a pond, especially if it's cold water, cold, clean water in the desert, that water is highly valuable. Or a big ass rock, when it's hot outside, that rock is valuable for shade. So that's just showing you how the elect is going to be valuable in the time of trouble. Because they're going to have Yahweh.
They're going to have the knowledge and wisdom to be stable.
Oh yeah,
they're going to be.
It says, in the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. We're going to have 100% truth. We're going to understand things, and the Lord is going to be dealing with us. So during the time of this reproach and Jacob's trouble and all hell breaking loose, like we read in 2 Esdras 15, neighbor against neighbor, man with swords in their hands.
Against Egyptians.
We're gonna have the Lord guiding us. Remember, it says in 2 Esdras, the 16th chapter, a guide of them that keep my commandments and precepts, which is men that's in the truth. You know, so the Lord is going to guide us with the spiritual intel and having the angels work on us. So when these broads do come up, our eyes is not going to be dim. We're not going to be fools out here. We're going to be able to see through the bullshit and the flattery and the feminine wiles and the setups and these different things that these women is going to be trying to cover.
And you try to get Denzel in that movie. The bro was like, come here. Yeah, he smelt them, the marauders a mile away.
Is that your hat?
It's like, yeah.
You got it?
They would never do that to her. But you see how it is for a fucking woman? You get guys coming out of nowhere to come help. And these are simps. These are, look, loser ass, look. Look. Bro, let you drop something. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah. But see, that explains the condition these women are in right now. They got help on all sides.
Yeah.
Nigga came out of nowhere. Where the fuck this nigga come from,
Super
man?
Captain
This
Saber.
nigga came from the
Super
fucking sewers,
Captain
bro.
Saber.
This nigga. Hey, is that your hat? Meanwhile, this other nigga already bum rushing to come over there.
Thirsty
Yeah,
ass
they do
niggas.
that for a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, that shows women have the safety net.
But that's going to be taken away. And what's going to be put in it, because when you take away something, you got to put something there. The safety net is going to be taken away, and the reproaches, the heavy weight of the reproach is going to be placed right.
She that is my enemy shall see.
Yeah. And we don't hate women. We love women. We love women that's in order.
Yeah.
Okay? We love women that have that ancient world mindset that the Lord put the spirit on them to have. This Babylonian shit, and some of the women that we have, or we will have, they had their time in the world just like we had our time in the world. You know, like Apostle Paul was saying in his writings. You know, you were sometimes in darkness, you know what I'm saying, and idol worship and all these different things. But now you are become a new creature in Yahushua. So we're gonna have women that had their time in the world, and then they repented and converted, worshiped the true power, and they were ready to get in line and get under a man of the Lord that's being guided through the Spirit. But a lot of these bitches out here, done.
And don't expect perfection.
Never that.
Because we're not perfect with the Lord.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, you say you can build upon it, build her up. It's like the Lord built us up.
And that's always a good thing to remember. We're not perfect with the Most High. Don't expect the world to be perfect with us, especially our women.
Because when the Lord took Israel up, she was a woman, basically a woman in bonds, bro.
Right.
You know, she was a woman in bonds. She was under the Egyptians.
Yeah.
You know, which was a punishment. You know, that came upon them for what they did when they were the sons of God.
Yeah.
But the point is, the Lord looked upon the lowly, bro. Cleaned her up, fucking dust her off, cleaned her up, and joined himself with her, you know?
So with that dynamic, you want a woman that's low. You don't want a woman that's work at a high corporate job that got everything
Lofty bitch. You don't want that one. You don't want her.
She already been introduced to Edomite supremacy
how
he run things. And then, you know, Esau's a carnal man. He runs everything off facts and proof and data. And let's see what the statistics say.
Yeah.
Let's look at the line graphs. Let's look at the bar graphs. And then here you come. Nah, baby, we rolling in the spirit. We going with the flow, baby.
on this one.
Honestly, it's best to move like that. Because you have faith in the Lord to provide for you, whatever you need that time.
Yeah. You put your faith in spirituality and all that shit. Not shit. All that stuff.
All that stuff.
You know? She looking at you like, Get you a little lowly broad, man.
A lot of them homeless. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, get you a little a lowly Edomite.
I was always talking about the news. They be about them. They be.
And don't let me get an Elamite or Elamite or Persian.
I like the mystery.
Yeah.
Air.
Yeah, she gonna have, cause I need it, man. I'm in help, man.
Jesus, right?
Nah, y'all was out.
I'm always think they know something. No.
Turn around quick.
No.
You need to ask what name?
They just want attention, man.
Yeah. And she see the cameras too, so.
Try to
Yeah.
act like they know some shit.
Tell them some Jesus, but then she got the ass cheeks out.
You know?
You know?
Yeah,
which one?
But I
Isaiah 32 and 3.
Yeah.
And the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken.
yeah, so the elect is gonna have the wisdom of Yahweh Shemashah. They're gonna be able to see through the bullshit.
Yep, exactly. Right with her. Yep.
Exactly. Because I want to bring out a point with Apostle Peter. The Annas and Sapphira.
Yeah.
Peter immediately knew Sapphira was the wife
Yeah.
of Ananias. He knew immediately she was lying. So he had that that spirit to reveal she's lying.
Instant discernment.
Instant discernment. You know? So that's how the elect gonna be. And I want to add a point. He said, Lord God is, and the Lord had guided Elijah. The Lord was guiding Elijah. He guided Elijah to go to that woman.
Yeah.
Widow. So the Lord will guide you in certain areas where it's safe. That was a safe place at that time.
Second Ezra 16 and 67. Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your iniquities and leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all evil.
Now this is talking about grievous sins, such as worshiping other gods, committing adultery, stealing, robbing, covering after your neighbor's goods.
Eating unclean. What the fuck is that?
That dude with the
that's that
skateboard. That crazy weed.
That's that synthetic weed.
Yeah, it's
that
that
shit
nasty.
Eating a thing strangled.
Yeah.
Shit was strangled.
That probably released a certain type of hormone off in the animal,
That's
and
what
when
it
you
is.
eat it,
Yeah.
it probably,
it goes into your
you know what?
bloodstream.
That's probably what Esau do to this food, the meat. He probably strangles these animals. Not speak as a man. He probably strangles these animals and releases some type of hormone into the meat. And when you eat that shit, it makes you more addicted to that food, bro.
That's true, because that's what adrenaline comes.
Yeah,
If you
adrenaline
get
comes.
like high
And
anxiety,
fear.
nervous fear,
You at least want the child to be killed in the most horrifying manner, because the fear gets trapped in their adrenochrome, and that's a more potent, more powerful quality of adrenochrome. For the ceremonial bullshit they do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's a better quality of it. So they actually want to horrify the child before they drain them. You know what I'm saying?
they do the same with animals.
Yeah,
They probably do the same
definitely
thing
the
with
same.
animals.
Because
And
like
demons get you can,
because it gets trapped. That's what they say happens to pigs. It gets trapped in their flesh. They got that kind of flesh that doesn't extinguish. It just traps everything.
Yeah.
And they like to horrify the pigs when they kill them. Like let them see that death coming. You know what I'm saying? They have that shit trapped up in the meat. The meat is being we call it passed around the planet. You know what I'm saying? All this scary pig meat. Why you think niggas act the way they do at the fucking cookout, bro? You know what I'm saying?
It's done and bum rush to the
You know what I'm saying?
I see videos when the meat was like muscle and stuff.
Yeah, shit like that, yup. I got videos like that too. still flinching after death, after being chopped up.
I don't like no shit like that.
Man,
There's a peaceful way to kill it. You don't gotta kill it with a slaughterhouse. All that blood. He's seeing his fellow peers getting
you know what
slaughtered.
I'm saying? You know, that's crazy.
Pretty sure the priest when they were sacrificing it was they knew like
A
a
certain
blood vessel
vein
or something.
that is good for the quickest kill.
Quickest kill.
Quickest,
They
less,
hit him right there on the neck.
less agonizing kill.
And they put the blood in basins. They you know, and then that's why the Lord told us to not eat blood, bro.
Because the spirit is in the blood, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blood, life. The Lord said life is in the blood. And blood heals you too. Heals your wounds. There's a lot of blood flow in that area.
68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you.
That's the least of Esau. The shadow government, the one that you don't see. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the ones that are evil, man. But if you would see them first, they smile on that. They got the biggest grin on their face. They evil.
And they look just foul, bro.
Yeah.
This is one Edomite at the gym. He old, maybe 60, 70. When I see him, I just know it's child porn in his phone, bro. I just know I know that's in his phone, bro. He just looks like it,
Looks like it.
you know? I know it's like little sneaky videos. He done took a females on some sneaky little
Cash.
sneaky motherfucker, bro.
Yes, these two Edomites, they real scrawny. But every time I see them, they just look like profane. Like,
Where is this at?
at gym.
Okay.
But Jake's always, instead of Jake's the gym, I talk to them and shit. I don't talk to them at all. I avoid them. I don't want a conversation with them. They just look fucking defiled. Evil.
They look guilty of something, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta remember they were created for the day of
Yeah.
evil.
But when I see a person all extra smiley and
Yeah.
extra nice, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you
Come
hiding,
across
bro?
in that whole, what do you call that? What's his name? Who's the guy? That William, what was his name? The guy that used to murder, the serial killer. That the Mason
Charles
with the clown.
Manson?
Yeah, the Mason. One he used to be a
Oh,
clown and
John
shit.
Wayne-
He used to
oh,
get all
John
the
Wayne
kids
Gacy.
and shit. The
John
clown.
Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy type
Yeah,
vibe and shit. All friendly with you and shit.
Yeah,
Nah.
what the fuck is you friendly with me for?
Nah. Sorry.
Aren't you the devil? Aren't you supposed to be a certain way towards me? Now, Edomites do know how to hide their hatred with lying lips. You know how to do that,
Yeah.
which is a form of deception.
There's certain Edomites you know, like they you just know they got some. They probably killing.
That scripture described them to a T, bro. Job, Psalms, they describe to a T, bro, in that book.
They be having certain reports like, yeah, I tried blood. I tried human.
Yeah.
I drunk some blood before. I tried some
Yeah, you
human
know what I'm
flesh.
saying? Little
It
stupid
doesn't
shit.
really taste,
Uh-uh.
it doesn't taste that bad.
No. Raw meat all the time.
Yeah, I had a little human brain. Oh, wickedness is nothing to me, bro.
Man, nothing.
Yeah, because, you know, certain Edomites like that, these older Edomites, they travel the world.
There you
And
go.
then in the world, bro, the world, you leave Babylon, you got access to, you know how out here, you can go to Santee Alley.
Yeah,
And you,
Santiago.
you can get some shit off the street,
Right.
right? You can get some shit off the street.
Yeah.
Whether it's some luxury brands or some drugs,
Yeah.
you can get some shit off the street. So when you go to other countries, you can get some shit.
Right, right.
I'm looking for, I'm looking for a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
You know?
Brown hair.
Yeah.
You know, caramel complexion, maybe.
I'm looking for some human blood. You know?
Man.
I'm looking for a couple of pints of human blood.
Yeah.
You know, these motherfuckers can buy shit, bro.
Yeah, black market ass. Yeah. Dark web ass.
Yeah.
Dark web ass motherfucker.
Especially in some alley countries, man. You know, they want a woman that's fine. Yeah, that's a lot out there.
That could go long.
Long way.
You take $1,000, $1,000 bills. You go out there to some of these countries, bro. The amount of money you holding that shit in your hand, like holding that shit in your arms, bro.
Food be cheap, be like $2.
Man.
They give you a lot
Like
too.
65 cents. When they convert it, it should be like, because they have videos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, went over here and then it was so much baht.
Right,
And then they
baht.
do the conversion. It
Your
was 90
wine
cents.
shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Eating good, bro. Motherfuckers spending $5 a week on food.
Man.
And you losing weight because it's healthy ingredients.
Yep.
I heard accounts that people lose a lot of weight when they go to different countries. They don't got all that process. A lot of chemicals here are banned in a lot of countries. High fructose corn syrup, yellow 5 and red 40.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were saying they was gonna remove hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I'm still seeing the shells filled up. That's why Esau, bro. That's why you gotta really search him out.
Man.
Because this nigga, he just come out and say shit. You thinking some shit finna hit.
As soon as they be born speaking
Yes.
lies, bro.
Bro, I still see
Man.
all it. I still see Skittles. They was talking about, remember they was talking about
Yeah,
Skittles.
Skittles, yeah.
Starbucks, Starburst. Bro, that shit's still filling up the fucking shit. Second Esdras 16, verse 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols.
Right. So it's prophecy that some of the elect will be taken, in the idle place, which is, represent concentration camp or funeral camp. Feeding us to idols, that chip.
Yep.
Try to re-educate you. If you take this, you'll eat. We won't kill you. But we know Esau just said cannot be trusted.
Yep. Because he's got those no-hide laws in place, where they got these 33,000 guillotines, right through shiny Chanel guillotines, shiny Chanel guillotines, ready for use.
Their policy, they buffing it and all that. Make sure it's
Verbiage.
sharp.
They're verbiage.
Yeah.
And they ready
And honestly,
to
man,
re-educate.
it's like easier said than done. Of course, we're not in that position. But honestly, you rather just take that route, man.
Man.
With death,
Yep.
John the Baptist, he died.
And it's not your, but if you do, you've written in the book.
Exactly.
You definitely written in the book.
Yeah. It's a win-win situation. You had a couple. John the Baptist, he was beheaded, and Apostle Paul. And it's a quick death.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe the Lord gonna have his elect getting tortured.
Nah.
They say that. They say that.
He said,
Well, Wisdom
They
Solid
won't.
2
Yeah,
say he's
yeah,
going,
yeah.
yeah, he's going.
They say that we won't.
Yeah.
Well, the elect won't. Well, when are we a part of that number? Let me see something real quick.
because some of the apostles was tortured. Apostle Peter was died. He was crucified upside down.
yeah.
He was apostle was, but I think he was threw off the cliff. So,
Yeah.
but they had high lots.
Right.
They were given a high portion of the spirit. So it made lower balance things too.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the power.
Yeah.
There shall no torment touch them.
Get torment meaning, get tortured. So the elect is gonna be good, man.
It says, in the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery.
Yeah, because there's gonna be other people in the freedom camps that don't have the truth. They're not gonna understand.
Yeah.
They just think that he just died, not knowing that's neglect.
And they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
Right. So you in peace because you back in the spiritual realm. Because there's peace up there.
There the wicked cease from trouble.
Right.
For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
So that's a reward. Immortality, man.
Right.
You're not being, when you come back in your next life, you're not going to be able to die. You're going to be immortal. You're going to have spiritual power. You know?
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Yeah, so the Lord like us as to a little chastisement. But remember, we talking about the Lord as a man of war, so this is nothing. To the Lord, Heavenly Father. So it said they're going to be greatly rewarded, man. You know, because the dead of Yahushua, they're going to raise up first in the chariots of Israel. You know? And they're going to receive power and great glory with Yahushua, but it all begins with Yahushua. Because you got to get his glory first.
Servant not greater than the master.
Right.
For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself.
And prove meaning test. So like we were saying earlier, the Lord won't test us. But if we endure, then we will be found worthy.
As gold in the furnace have he tried them and received them as a burnt offering.
Yeah, so the Lord is likened to gold. When the precious stones designed comparable to fine gold. You know, so that's why your furnace is going to be Jacob's trouble.
Yep. It says, and in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks amongst the stubble.
You like Flash. Marvel superhero Flash. Very fast. It says that they shall run and not be weary. Isaiah 40. They're gonna mount up as eagles, meaning fly. So, meaning the Lord is gonna give the elect spiritual power.
They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever.
Yeah. Lord is Yahushua, and just as it says in Revelation 2, if any man overcome, then I will give him power over the nations. You know? So Solomon was a prophet. He seen it.
Yeah, that's crazy because he
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that's, hey, Solomon, I mean Yahushua was Solomon.
Yeah.
We're not just saying that because
The
the apostle said. We said
because we see it too.
we see it too. The writings are similar. What they would
style,
say,
Spirit.
yeah, you know. So,
Like you were saying off camera in Revelation 5 and 12.
Oh
You
yeah.
see power and glory and
Yeah.
dominion. And that's what Solomon received.
Yep.
yeah.
You know?
And Elder Yashimama brought out a good point. You know, like the reason why Yahushua got the highest affliction because he was the son of the Most High.
Right.
And he was the one that basically had a nation go down for him.
Yeah.
After Solomon, when he got turned wicked, that's what caused the Israelites to go astray. You know? So when Yahushua comes back, he's gonna prepare.
And what's so crazy is the Lord programmed the Yahushua's spirit to be like this, to go through that, you know?
To tell his story.
It's like
You
it said
know?
in Ecclesiastes 11, adversity, prosperity, life and death, come
all
of
that.
the Lord.
Yup.
You know,
Crazy.
so it's like the Lord put the spirit on him to go off when he was Adam.
Yup.
Put the spirit on him to go off when he was Solomon. But then he put the spirit on him to do the right thing when
Yeah.
he was Yahushua.
Yeah. Come back with that little interlude to talk of a greater time is coming,
Yeah.
which is coming still. Beautiful.
That shows the Lord's mercies are everlasting.
Yeah, beautiful. It's a beautiful story.
Show the Most High is a great writer too.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
Yeah.
story. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the Lord is like poetic how he
Poetic.
how he do things, you know. And it's like the Lord created everything, right?
Everything. Yup.
Like I say, the lamb sacrificed from the foundation of the world, right? So it was already put in play that Israel would go off and would need a sacrifice. So when you read things like the Lord is angry, it's more of a poetic thing because the Lord knew all this stuff was going to be happening. You know?
The characters. He's describing the characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Lord was angry and he was vehement and he repented. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like the Lord. He's showing like he's dramatic. And he has like personality. You know? Because the Lord not up there like.
You know what I'm saying?
Esau, man.
Like he didn't know.
I shouldn't even made these motherfuckers, man. You know, it's more of like it's like
poetic.
A story. You know,
he tell you, look, when he say, "I've declared the ending from the beginning," that's poetic, bro, right there.
Yeah, like the Lord already knew. He created His spirit.
Man. So he programmed you how to tell his story, bro.
Let me get this in.
Because when you come on, the Lord told Jeremiah, "I knew you before you came."
Before I formed you in the belly, I knew thee. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for Himself. All things that the Lord made, He made for them to submit to Him. You know, even the wicked for the day of judgment. Even the wicked for the day of evil.
So that's the Lord created Esau. He knows what Esau's true nature is.
He know his limits. You know, he set bounds. He set bounds on Esau.
He set bounds on him. He cannot pass.
Because if the Lord, imagine if the Lord made this earth just for man's will, do whatever you want. You know how that would turn out?
Man.
It'll be. Seeing what Esau do now, none of us will get mercy.
Man. That's why he had to slow him down during the Dark Ages, because he'd have been created the missiles and everything. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been over. We wouldn't even have time to talk about the the Quran because he'd have been past all that already to the destruction of the world by now, which is by the destruction of the world. But
so that's comfort to know that everything is of the will of the Lord.
He wrote
if it's not your will to pass on,
man,
you're not gonna die. If you get into a car accident, and the Lord didn't have that hit, that you got hit, you didn't die from it, then it wasn't your time.
This is life and death. That ain't no thug.
So understanding the will of the Lord, the ways of the Lord, is comforting in itself, man.
That article was in the chat. That lady, she died from that tire. Big ass tire that just hit the roof. Killed her. And they said that was like Dad said in the news it was like a crazy thing.
Freak accident.
Freak accident. That's what they said. Freak accident. You know. But that was the Lord that did that.
Judgment, bro. That's all he do every morning. He laying them out. He's like, let me see, now what I'm gonna do today?
What are you doing that for?
Man, I even live on the world. You gotta protect yourself.
Shoes is not even her size.
Boy, man, they just be uncoordinated.
Look at them.
Zephaniah 3:5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame.
It said the Lord will not do any iniquity. What does that mean? God is an idol. Everything that in your life is an idol. Anything can be an idol. You know? Anything. What you believe in, you idolize, bro. These people
have been dumbed down for the last 60, 70 years, bro. Just on some dumb shit.
These drive-by rebukes, bro.
Man.
God is an idol. You believe in that, you're idolizing that. You ask him, what does the word idol mean? Idol is something that you set on high, bro. You know? That's why they went to high places, mountain tops,
Yup,
and
yup.
they set up shrines and shit in these high places because they believed that it was, you know,
Nebuchadnezzar.
yeah, you know, anything can be an idol, bro. These phones can be idols. Shalom to the Octomon economy, bro. Yeah. These phones can be idols, bro. Your clothes, you can idolize clothes, bro.
Yeah, people idolize clothes for sure. Jakes.
Yeah,
I got
I
Rick.
wish he would come back, bro. I just scrutinize him on the words. Well, okay, God, what does the word God mean?
I don't think he has enough mental capacity.
What does the word idol mean? What does the word God mean? He just saying
They
these
don't do
things.
stuff like that. They can't do that. These people are not smart, man. That's why it's such an offense to them. You know, like the fact that they don't know nothing about it. All they got is like preconceived notions about shit and have no facts.
People
It
with these
upsets
phones
them.
is idols to people, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they get them every year, the new one.
Yeah.
I just got the iPhone 17.
And in this life, you're gonna worship something. You're gonna idolize something.
Yeah.
Money is an idol. Hustle culture is idolized.
Gemini 3 and 5. But just yet the Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity.
The Lord is in the midst of this place through the angels. The angels report unto the Lord what goes on. All right, and He's not going to do any evil. Meaning, He's not just going to put somebody to death that wasn't worthy of death. You know, He's not going to judge somebody that just wasn't worthy of judgment. You know, first off, you already pronounced it. All have sinned, came short of the glory of the Most High. So everybody can get it. That's how He's able to say those type of statements. Everybody done something that's worthy of death, period.
Yep, there's not one righteous, no, not
Yeah.
one. There's none righteous, no, not one. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Lord ain't doing no iniquity. When somebody died, whether it's a child, an infant, a baby, it's all the will of the Heavenly Father, bro.
Yeah.
It's judgment. What the hell is demons is starting to
They
bubble up.
bugged out, man. I'm telling you, they all got a TV character in their head and they trying to be when they walking up and down the street, bro. I'm telling you.
Last week they was trying to
Oh yeah.
convince us in their idols, bro.
Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. That weekend was crazy too.
Yeah.
It was out here
Oh, yeah.
organized by the church over there. What's going on with that?
Says, he will not do iniquity, and in one doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
Yeah, see the unjust, they not gonna understand what's going on, and they just gonna go on about their business. You know? But every day the Lord brings forth his judgment. And when the unjust see these things, they're not gonna repent. It's not gonna make them
Yeah, right.
feel ashamed and
Yeah.
you know, I need to stop that. Oh, such and such, she was married. She was married. You know, that. Why did that married woman get in that car accident?
Man.
And why did God kill that married woman and she had children and left her children behind and she was married? Well, have you thought maybe she was committing adultery? You know?
I don't know if those heard that. It happened like a month and a half ago. It was a Northern Kingdom couple, but she got tired of him and stuff. And while she was still married, she went to a restaurant with her other dude, and then her ex-husband came and killed both of them. And she had like 6 kids. You know?
And they was saying, oh, that's up.
Yeah.
First off, it was righteous. But
First
you
of
couldn't
all-
do that. You can't do
First
that
of
in this
all,
society.
That's a righteous kill, bro.
That was righteous.
That was a righteous kill.
Because whether it was going through problems or not, that was his woman.
Him and her, okay?
Yeah.
Righteous kill.
Yeah,
bro.
people talk about they love God and the Bible and
Man,
Jesus
no,
and
they
all
don't.
that.
This place is
But
anti.
in the Bible, it says that a woman is bound to her husband as long as he lives, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether they going through problems or not. It's times in the Bible where men put them wives up. What does that look like?
Man.
Esau will call that an estranged relationship.
Yup.
You know?
Separation.
Yeah, separation. It was separated.
Separation.
But David put, what was her name?
Michael.
Micah.
McCall.
He put her up. That means he wasn't dealing with her, man.
Yeah.
He wasn't coming to visit her. He wasn't popping her. She didn't have no children. She was just estranged. She was on punishment, bro.
That was a shame in the ancient world for a woman not to have children, especially if she was beautiful.
And that didn't give her permission to go, well, I got needs too. I need to go, you know. Mama got needs. Nah, man.
The only way you can put away a woman is adultery. Matthew 19, verse 4. And he asked them, saying to them, have you not read that which made them at the beginning, made them male and female?
Only two genders.
And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
Yeah, you become one with your woman. Or women. Okay? Or if you got one woman, or you got 5 women, or you got 100 women, y'all become one because y'all all on one accord. Y'all all on the same program. Just like Yahushua in 144,000, all brides, right? Going back to Matthew the 25th chapter. All the bride have made herself ready, meaning they did what Yahushua told them to do. They all on one accord with Yahushua. So if you have a woman or wives, y'all become one flesh because y'all on one accord.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean that one flesh just mean a man and a woman. No, it's all throughout the scripts how the Lord can explain a large situation and sum it up with just one thing.
One thing,
you know? Leviathan. Is it talking about one, or is it just talking about a creation?
Yeah.
When it speaks about Jacob, is it talking about actual? Depending on the context, it may be talking about actual Jacob or his abundance of descendants that says the stars of heaven and as the sand of the sea. But the Lord sum it up by saying Jacob or Israel,
Esau,
or my people.
Edom. That's what he said. Edom.
The Lord can do it. I mean, the Lord is summing up by saying mine elect.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
You know,
Yep.
you cover so many hundreds and thousands and millions of people by saying that.
Mine elect. And Jacob's mine elect.
Yeah, so one flesh, bro, that can be a man with 1,000 wives.
Yeah.
Because the Lord, even the scriptures say that comprehend much in a few
words, right.
So that Father Yahweh does that himself.
Yeah.
You know? And the king, you don't have to say it loud. Or just, you know.
The Lord say things like, woe to the world and them that dwell.
Yeah. You know?
And what is that? You read the second Ezra, it's talking about missiles being shot, arrows, and,
arrows being shot from
waves of the sea,
from the other ends of the earth.
You know, abundance of waters, fire and brimstone.
Man, look, storehouses shown empty.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Egyptian against Egyptian.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Man, that's a big one though. Egyptian against Egyptian.
Yeah, just talking about just civil unrest.
Ain't that something? Yeah, he was, like we said, he's a hell of a writer, man.
Yeah.
Man.
He made the tongue. He made
the tongue.
He made poetry. He made all that, bro.
Great.
Verse 7, they said, Matthew 19:7, they said unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? And he said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your heart, suffer you to put away your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marry her, which is put away, doth commit adultery.
Yeah, because if you married to a woman and you put her away because she didn't gain weight, she's overweight, y'all don't have sex no more, you just don't want to deal with her.
I don't want it no more.
You know? and you put her away, and then she goes and find another man to fill that void,
Yeah.
then that adultery falls on you. That adultery falls on you because you caused her to commit adultery.
Yeah.
She becomes an adulteress. The guy that takes her is adulterer,
Yeah.
and then that blood is on you, so you're adulteress.
Ain't that something?
But if she commits fornication, which
Yeah.
is adultery, meaning you dealing with this woman and she goes and have sex with another man,
That's a breaking
you're
the
justified
contract.
in leaving her.
Yeah.
You're justified in leaving that bitch.
That's when you got kids. Yeah.
But there's instances when you have problems, with your woman and you put her up. Like, I ain't dealing with her. The Lord does it all. He's done it so many times. In the book of Judges,
Yeah.
when the Lord had us going through these little bids, little 7-year bid under this Moab,
Yeah.
these different nations, that was like the Lord putting us up. He turned his back on us,
Yeah.
But he came back. So you do that to your woman.
They kept going in and out captivity.
Man.
They look got tired. Like, I'm not gonna live you no more. Those are the guys who we have chosen to live you the time.
Yeah. It's like you dealing with a woman and she always short on her bills, right?
Yeah.
You come through here, all right, here you go. Here you go, I got it. Don't worry, I got it. And then she just fucks off the money and she just keeps, after a while I was like, nah, you gotta deal with that shit.
Yeah, that's you. That's on you.
That's on you, bitch.
That's on you.
I done did my part. You fucking it up. Shalom,
Romans 7
bros.
and 1. It says, "Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth."
Yeah, so the law is still intact. Now we don't push that the law will save you, but as a believer in Yahweh, wouldn't you want to keep the law, the statutes, and commandments to the
If
best
you
you
love
can?
me, keep my commandments. Do you love your house, Shai? You know what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers will say no to following after the ways of the Lord, but then try to keep every fucking law, statutes, and commandments in this evil, wicked, and present world that the Lord is going to visit and destroy for its wickedness.
That part right there.
You know?
The Lord said not to shave your beards.
Yep.
They'll shave a beard for the job.
Hell.
Quick. Brothers went through hell years ago.
Man,
Having to get, remember that
I
one
had to
song?
supplant, bro.
Man.
Man, they was tripping on having a beard.
Notes from the doctor.
Yep.
Causes all kinds of shit.
But that shows they hate Israelite.
The customs of they hate Oriental customs.
They hate the beard because the beard, because think about it, your boss, your manager, he wants to have that dominance.
Stern dominance. Yeah.
You know, that sternness at work. But then here you come with a rough beard.
Here
And,
come Tyrone.
you know, and the manager, he can't be in his position.
You know what I'm saying? You don't like that.
The beard, it has a majestic feel to it. No matter what it looked like, he may be patchy, as they call it, nappy.
It's a manly badge of dignity.
It has a presence on
Yeah.
it. If you don't wear facial hair, you just look like a girl, a female.
Like a lion with his mane. You can see the hair coming out on the side,
Yeah,
and it's all crazy. He look rough. That's how, man. Of
And
course, you
look-
still look presentable.
And it's of the spirit of this world for them not to know that that's a masculine, manly thing. You
yeah,
see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Queen of Heaven and Kingdom we in.
And some jakes will know in the spirit, when they know to have a beard.
Yeah.
And this world pushes that look like a boy. You want to look like a little boy. That's Esau. That's Esau thing.
Yeah. Baby boy.
You know, that look like a boy. Look
The
like
baby.
a fucking boy.
Especially on us, because all our kids, little this, little that,
Yeah.
the baby, little baby,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
Like that
Every-
Morris Chestnut, Mekhi Phifer with the bald
Yeah.
head. Before in the 90s, they had the bald head. With
Man. The goatee right here.
That's
That little bit
stupid,
of
bro. That
shit
shit,
right
you look
here.
back and look at that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is stupid.
the, with the chin strap.
Yeah, that little, yup. All
Yeah.
the way down to
Stupid shit.
Stupid
And it has to be perfect.
Yeah.
man.
That's why we had in the world. That's why you get razor bumps, ingrown hairs,
Yup.
because you're not supposed to shave them.
Because you're not supposed to. Yep. The Most High has a tendency to curse things that he done spoke against. Are you gonna do it anyway? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
When I was young, I had
Okay.
suffered from that.
Yeah.
Like when I was like high school and like my early 20s, I used to have
Them ingrowns up under here.
Yep.
Had to get the pin and pull them shits out. Shit like, oh my
yeah,
God.
Yep. I had this one female that she would do it for me.
Yeah, you need to get one.
Shanika, she was man.
They
she
get
was
off
young.
into that though.
I was like 19, and she was like 16, 17. And she would go and she would pluck that shit out, bro. But once I grew my facial hair, I never
got
had
it
that
then.
problem.
It
I
came
never
out.
had that problem, bro. And then when I look and I move my hair, it's like a smooth skin.
Yup.
You know, because you get scars and shit like that. And them bumps, bro, that shit hurt.
Man,
Hell yeah.
Bro, it's just better just to have just rock your shit, bro.
And you
Yeah,
can't even
nice.
shave that because you leaving that hair in your flesh.
Yeah.
When you shave, just, you know what I'm saying? You had to get it, pull it out, then get the scissor, then
Yeah.
shave. All that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I used to say like under here. Once you go that, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord
If you-
knows.
If you do get bumps, because sometimes you get bumps in your teeth,
Yeah.
in the hair and stuff. If you bust them, it may leave a scar, but the scar will like
Yeah.
blend in.
Right.
Your pigment will come back, with your diet and stuff. Because I know broccoli for a fact. Broccoli it clears dark spots. Give it some time.
From eating it?
Yeah. Give it like 2 months.
Get back
There's
on
black
track.
spots on your face, they gonna be gone.
You could see results in less than 10 days.
Yeah.
Like Rock like Daniel did.
Yeah.
Daniel was on that post. Within 10 days, his face. They said, damn, his face looks healthy.
Yeah. That's what you want, how you want to look, you know. You know, want to slim, lose some weight, and have a healthy countenance.
Yeah. Don't get used to your appearance being inflamed.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something I've done. I shrunk my stomach. I don't eat no full meals no more. 3 or 4 bites, I'm done. That's it. I used to think that was going to go away. It hasn't gone away. I'm still just eating 3 or 4 bites and sipping soda.
Yeah.
Good. See what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy how I shrunk because I know what's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The body knows what's
Yeah.
coming. There he is. Shalom, man.
Yes, sir.
Sirach 18 and 30. Know not after thy lust, or refrain thyself from thy appetites.
Yeah, and that's just not food.
Yeah.
Your appetite can be a lot of. There go boss man. Your appetite can be oh wow, he don't even say what's up to us.
Man, he's totally absorbed in
He's top back,
leaning,
got a lollipop.
digging in the back, sun rooftop,
Yeah.
taking
You
the
got-
scene with the gangster league.
You got the young girls, you know you got the young girls.
You know you do.
Fuck,
Very-
Sirach 18 and 30. Know not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thy appetites.
you know your lust, appetites, not just food. You may have certain desires and stuff like that. You know, it's okay to go after certain things. You may have goals, like I want this and like that. But then you go after them or you live a life just chasing that, it's not healthy.
Not healthy.
Because you cannot satisfy
Flesh.
the flesh. The eyes is not satisfied with seeing. The ears is not satisfied with hearing. Out of the many years you've been on earth, and all the stuff that we've seen, all the stuff that we heard, there's still stuff to see.
There's still more stuff to see.
hear.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? So you cannot satisfy the flesh. So certain desires, you're not gonna be able to satisfy that shit, bro. You gotta know when enough is enough. You know, and I learned a lesson this week. That's how I had me go through some shit. And the spirit was telling me that's enough. Spirit was telling me that's enough, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna do a little more.
Get a little more out of it.
Bro, as soon as I did that little more, bro, I said, I see why the spirit had me
Yeah.
feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? Which was a lesson. Because the Lord will have you go through something, he'll put the spirit on you to be like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
And then he'll put the spirit on you to say, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then you will see why you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
It's like a lesson like the Lord is showing you, bro.
Exactly.
Like he'll put the spirit on you to not want to, he can put the spirit on you to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Then he'll put another reprobate spirit on you to be like, nah, I'ma do it.
You can get away with it. You can do it.
Then you do it and you be like, man, I should have went with my first mind,
Yeah.
you know? But then that's just for you to see how the spirit works.
Yeah.
So the next time
You just
you'll be
know.
like, okay, last time
Yeah.
I felt this spirit and I was
Yeah.
like, that's enough.
That's enough.
But then I ignored it and I still did it. And I had to deal with this extra bullshit, you know?
I mean, like impulse purchases.
Yeah. It can be like little things. It's not always,
Anything.
when we go through things, it's not always some major, like, oh shit, what the fuck? You know? You can tell she fuck with ball players. You know what I'm saying? That's the only niggas that's her height. Athletes, ball players. Yeah. She in her 30s. She missed her prime.
Yeah.
So she's gonna, she got a nice little body, but she's gonna be always single because she feels like she's not dealing with no nigga that's
Yeah.
working the Uber Eats job and the DoorDash job. She's not dealing with some nigga that can't take her to Aruba and here because she had her little nigga that was bringing in the money era when she was in her 20s. So she's gonna always be single. She's gonna always have them sex toys by the bed, and no guy's gonna ever satisfy her. First off, your height is above average.
Above that.
Okay, that bitch like 6'4".
Yeah,
She's
like
fine.
6'3", 6'4".
I've been that. Lord willing, she ain't got no man. Which I know she ain't got. I've been that tall ass bitch over, bro.
She walks.
She
Feminine.
walk feminine. She walks sexy. You know. Tall
Like a
bitch
model.
with long, tall hair. Hell yeah.
All
but
hair.
you just can't satisfy yourself. So you got to know when to say no, and the Lord will put you through different trials so you can see the spirit. The Lord will put you in a trial to see the spirit that you in when you attempting to be covetous, and you should have stopped, just so you can examine yourself. You know, that's why it says, despise not the chastening of the Lord. Don't get too caught up on the fuck, why the fuck, why is this happening? You need to like redirect that energy to, okay, what was happening before this?
Learning.
You know, to try to learn. Because over time, you get burnt out with just being angry and shit, bro. You get burnt out of that, bro. Every time you look up angry. Because I had got a flat tire. Well, not a flat tire. I got a big ass screw in the car on Thursday. I was like, you know, I'm gonna do some work for the Sabbath come in.
Right.
And got a nail in the tire. You know, I was on the phone with the Hakim on the chat. Got a nail in the tire, and then the app, I wasn't making no money. The money I made on the app job was the money to fucking fix the damn tire. So I was basically just hit zero.
Hit zero on that.
But the app wasn't jumping. You know, so I was like, you know what? Maybe this is the Lord just telling me, chill today.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's how the Lord speak to you, bro.
Right.
You know, maybe the Lord is saying, go sit your ass down. You know, this it ain't gonna crack today. You know, because like we read in 2 Ezra 16, and the guide of them that keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord.
Yep.
So what does it look like when the Lord is guiding you?
That's how you work out the
Like
situation.
he's directing you through the Spirit.
That's right.
And that guidance, the Lord, the way he guides is like, it'd be like kind of, not kind of, but the Lord kind of do it tough. He'll do it, flatten your tires. Boom.
Yep.
You know? How you not making money that day?
Yep.
You know? Put a spirit of you tired as fuck that day all of a sudden. You know?
Everybody acting weird.
Yeah. Just to get your attention, so you can be like, just to get your attention, so you be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just go to the crib.
We're gonna roll it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna roll it up today.
You know, and that's the Lord just spiritually getting you ready for the guidance.
It's Sirach 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
Yeah, so the scriptures promote examining yourself, or basically turning the mirror on yourself. You know, because we out here on the highways and the byways, we always saying you, and they, and them, and everybody else, and y'all. But sometimes you gotta be like, okay, what about me?
Yeah, my blind is myself.
You know, what about me? Let me look at myself.
The scriptures say that there's one that teaches many, but yet is the prophet to himself. You don't want to be that guy that, you know,
You able to get good.
you gotta find it for yourself.
You good. You get everybody else advice.
Yep.
And then you yourself you just a rebel.
Yeah, counsels everybody but yourself.
And it has to be in all categories.
Yeah.
Diet.
Yeah.
Man, that diet, man.
Yeah, the diet, bro, you gotta just, I'm not talking to you, but I'm just saying, the diet, you gotta get used to eating the same shit and repping fucking tissue, bro. Get used to washing dishes, get used to cleaning the kitchen, washing dishes, grocery shopping, cooking. And now I'm at the point where I just make one time, I just try to make all my food. I'll make, when I come back from the gym, I'll make my food then, and then I'll make my food I'm eating later, and then my food later is just some eggs, you know?
Yeah.
Because that kitchen, bro, you trying to eat more healthy, you gonna be kind of stuck to the kitchen.
Ground turkey, ground beef, tuna, salmon and eggs and onions. Chicken in the air fryer. I like it. Keep it simple.
You got 20%.
Careful.
Be careful of your meat and diet. What was Ecclesiastes 19? Thirty to 25. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. Sirach 30 and 25. A cheerful and good heart behind the cares and feet and diet.
Yeah, so if you right in mind, then you will understand that your diet is important. If you're not right in the mind, you're just gonna be eating all kind of bullshit.
Whatever.
You know? nutrient dense food, man. Eat the food that you benefit off of. Because like it says, a good, what it say, a good heart, a cheerful heart.
A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and body.
Yeah, because if you ride the mind, you understand that certain foods put vibrations in you. You know? Certain foods give you, certain micronutrients you need. Zinc, calcium, magnesium. If you're riding in the mind, you got a good and cheerful heart. You gonna say like, okay, I need to make sure I'm getting my zinc. I need to get this. I need to get that. I need to get this. I need to get that. You know, this right, that magnesium help me go to sleep on time.
It take the nerve. What it actually do is it relaxes the nerves, so you don't feel every last little thing in your body that's going on. You know, when you get your nerves up, that nervous system, it sends messages all day. You know what I'm saying? But the magnesium, you know, calm down, relax. Everybody take a break. You know what I'm saying?
And kiwi strawberries help you. It has melatonin.
Then
The hormone that makes you go to sleep.
Sleep. Then that's your micronutrients. Then the macros, which is the protein, the carbs, and the fats.
Yeah.
You know you need protein because for muscle function, muscle rebuilding and shit like that. Then you need carbs for your energy source. And it depending on your energy source, one brother may do more activity in a day where he requires more energy, so his diet may require more carbs. So you just gotta identify it. Your fats, your avocados and stuff like that. Olive oil.
You gotta be careful with that. One tablespoon is olive oil. 1 tablespoon is 120 calories.
And when you cook your meat, you grab that olive oil.
That's probably
600
like 500
calories.
Yeah.
But if you get like a 93, like if you get turkey meat, you get genial brand, 93.7, you don't need no oil because the fat.
You got the fat on it.
Yeah, I don't never put oil on.
Unless you put a little bit in there.
Yeah. And then you just cook that shit down all the way. Just cook that shit, cook all that shit fat out.
Me and her, we don't eat no more, man. We gotta first of all, she not getting up to cook nothing, right? And I cook when I, see something on YouTube that I want to try, but otherwise we ain't eat no more, man.
Yeah.
Short meals, grab a little bread with some peanut butter on it works.
Man,
You see what I'm saying?
I've been on that peanut
Yeah,
butter.
it'd be cool. She
I
doing
get the
something.
crunchy and the regular one. I
doing
got
the,
right now crunchy and regular one side by side.
She doing the sunflower seeds and the watermelon juices. She's not big on. She'll just sit there and eat a whole wedge, cut it into 4 pieces, a big old one, just eat a whole. You know what I'm saying? That's how when you're old, that's what your appetite turns into. Whatever you can force down, bro.
Yeah, I was on watermelon for like a month. I got burnt out on that shit.
Yeah,
I'm back on
burn out.
strawberries.
Burn
Bro,
out.
honey, peanut butter, some plain yogurt, Greek yogurt, and some strawberries together. You mix that shit up.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute. Strawberry, plain yogurt, honey,
Honey and some peanut butter.
and peanut butter.
Get the
Okay.
Chobani yogurt.
Oh yeah, I know what kind it is.
Greek-
Chop on
the
yogurt.
plain Greek
Yeah, that's the
One,
that's the kind they sell
one
across the
little,
street.
I make that's probably like 30 grams of protein in it.
Yeah.
You getting the strawberries, the little benefits off the strawberries. You got the honey. You know what I'm saying? You got the little bit of protein from the
Put the
fats
vinegar
from
on the strawberries when you wash them off.
My girl be trying to do that.
Yeah.
I'll just wash them off, bro. I'm just.
What do you think?
He saw his whole shit.
Look confused, man. They're doing squigglies, man. What's up? What's your right, bro? Look on there.
They always stop right there, bro. Please, though. I do not want to see another nigga with his phone out. Flip flop trying to figure out why he can't get his food out.
That He was acting like a straight up bitch. Daniel 1, in verse 9. Now Yahweh had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said to Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who have appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sword? Then you shall make me danger my head to the king. Then said down to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs, and said unto Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, prove thy servants, I beseech thee 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink.
Yeah, which is vegetation. I was thinking of basically plants with chlorophyll.
Cucumbers. Any plant that's green, it has chlorophyll. So leafy greens, spinach, artichoke, cabbage, celery, cucumbers, avocados, broccoli.
Yeah, you want to eat that, man, because if you're not eating that, you know, more than likely you have like a dark countenance, like dark spots.
That prevents all that.
Dark creases. You start eating that, and your skin is start being more radiant all over your body, not just your face. You know.
It says, then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat.
Now, what's an example of the king's meat today? McDonald's, the food that the king pushes out, right? Which is Esau. McDonald's, KFC,
Red
Rallies,
Lobster.
Red Lobster, Chili's.
All
This food is fried food. Sizzler. Any food with a commercial is the king's meat.
anything, any marketed food, bro.
Heavy grease. Don't get me wrong, shit. So, man, that fried chicken and shit from Louisiana.
Louisiana fried chicken make the
Man, I
bomb.
haven't
They
had
make
that
the
in a
bomb
minute.
over there.
You know, that Goldenberg chicken, that shit be good, bro. But the amount of fat from the oil and they don't be taking off all the fat off the chicken. You eat a little crispy part, that's just nothing but fat.
Honey kettle chicken.
Yeah, honey kettle chicken, yeah.
And they biscuits. Remember they biscuits, man. I'll never forget how they taste.
Yeah, the biscuits, bro, the fries. That's the king meat, bro. And look at when you go to a restaurant, you go to a place, look at the countenance on the people that's in there. You know? You like, damn, look at the people that buy this shit. You know?
They all impatient. They all like dark spots. Like that Louisiana by the house, bro. Nothing but Jakes.
Yeah.
Every time I go there.
And then when you see Jake in there, it's older Jake, older women, they out of shape, they obese, they just stumbling in there with canes and shit. I don't want to eat that fucking food. That's how y'all look. You know, you go to a Mediterranean food spot, bitches in there slim. You got the yoga bitches running in there. You know, women that just came from working out. They look like something.
It says,
Your phone on 10%, but we got 3 minutes. We should be good for the next 3 minutes.
Day 114. So he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh, and all the children that did up the portion of the king's meat.
Yeah, so they was eating water and post, water and vegetables. That's all they was eating, bro.
Vegetation.
Yeah, and they seen a major difference just in 10 days.
Yeah, so it don't take long at all. So now we got the records to see how long it takes to eat healthy.
No, excuse me, no, my bad. None of it.
Gen Z.
No, thank you because you know.
That's Generation Z, bro. I don't care about
And just because the light is green
Don't
and
mean-
it says walk, don't mean it's safe for you to cross.
Yeah,
No.
still gotta be circles.
This bitch on the skateboard said the light is green and it says walk, so I'm
going
gonna
for
go.
mine.
You stupid dumb young bitch.
That's why over there on Figure Road, Sunset, motherfuckers driving. That's why I make sure I
Yeah.
look first.
Yeah,
So
let
they,
me look
they
first.
just be going,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Going,
Just
be,
go.
be in circles, man. It says, at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appears fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which they eat the portion of the king's meat.
Yeah, so they look more healthier, man. Because the king's meat is all these different abominable fish you're not supposed to eat.
Yup.
You know,
The
all
mouse.
this bread.
Yeah.
The Babylon diet, bro, every meal is bread.
Bread.
And then the protein, the protein,
Yeah.
little
Very little.
bit of protein, bro.
Like the frozen pieces,
Yeah.
that should probably be having like 15 grams of protein.
I seen a nigga at the grocery store the other night, bro. He had a basket full of shit, full of frozen food aisle stuff. I'm like, bro, you too old to be eating like that. Cereal, frozen food aisle shit,
Yeah, that's kids.
bunch of box candies and box snacks. Like, bro, you too goddamn old. You know?
And we're not saying we perfect,
Yeah.
you know, because you know, every now and then you know, you
Yeah.
may eat some fried chicken or something, but that's not. It's not every day like how we used to
Yeah.
when we was in the world, you know. Because brothers come from that lifestyle, eating fried chicken every day, collard chicken every day,
Fried chicken, what you gonna eat? Burger.
fries, chips.
Get a pizza.
Yeah, let's get a pizza.
Ribs.
Bro, that pizza, that protein on that pizza, bro, that should be 500 grams of carbs and 12 grams of, like you said, 12 grams of protein, bro.
1,500 like 3,000 calories.
Yeah.
Because that
And
pizza
then
do have a lot of calories.
And then you see why he's like frail, you know, and shit like that. But yeah, it's been another camp, Lord willing, you were edified. We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akodash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth. And stay laboring, Akim, stay working, stay pushing. Shalom, bro, so strong.
DoorDash is cheaper though.
Yeah. They got the card though, but I need a card.
DoorDash card?
Yeah, I need a card for one of the places.